Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mining News. My name is Alondra Soriano, and today we will talk about Rio Tinto versus Chinalco 2009. This is an agreement that promises to change the global mining landscape. I'm joined by Carlos Arate.
Alondra, it's a pleasure. Like we know, on February 12th of 2009, the alliance was announced about $19.5 billion, a lifeline for Rio Tinto. After it, this alliance, they were going to give $34 billion so they can make a strategy opportunity for Chinalco to secure iron for all China.
We must remember there was a debt and financial crisis by the end of the 2008. Rio Tinto had incurred nearly for $34 billion and thereafter of the acquisition of Alcan.
Well, that's right, because aside from China, the need of have iron, the resources, Chinalco was going to give it to them, and this opportunity was an stable effort to supply the iron for all the situation that the industry is going to have to affront.
Carlos, this is a very interesting topic, so let's go to our team's experts on the subject to tell us.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Alo and Carlos. Today we meet Alodi Hidalgo, Gabriela Vigil, and truly Ariadna Flores to talk to you more about the subject.
Well, to continue, this pack consisted in two parts. First, 12.3 billion to acquire up to 50% of the iron, copper, and aluminum mines, and also 7.2 billion to at a 9% interest rate to acquire convertible bonds. Yes. So with the possibility of increasing up to 18% of the capital.
Mm-hmm. And what did this mean?
Well, for Rio Tinto, this represented a lifeline of change. This will have cushioned its interest and its interest needs, and also up to 2010. Yes. So, and for Chinalco, this will have represented its presence. This will have consolidated its presence in the international sector of copper, aluminum, and iron. Yes. However, we know that this didn't happen.
What really happened?
Well, approximately in 2009, and at the beginning of 2009, the iron prices began to reduce thanks to the government help. And this, of course, this government intervention helped to not to use the Chinese injection of economic injection or economic stimulus that they thought they will have. So this reduced the urgency of the Chinese help. So of course, although there was more conflict, this was not necessary.
Okay, but now on the negative side, what negative aspects occur in the failed alliance?
Of course, Ariana, let me tell you, on June 5, 2009, Rio Tinto unilaterally canceled the pact with Chinalco and announcing $15.2 billion as we, along with a joint venture with BHP Billion in Pilbara.
Of course, yeah, I remember about that. It was because activists and politicians and investors questioned the dilutive effect on the convertible bonds, and they prefer to have self-investment than to sell their assets to the Chinese state-owned competitors. Yeah.
This is correct. This generated Australia distrust of Chinese state investment, following the base about national security and control of strategic resources.
Oh, okay. Yes. Especially in the yearly 2009 scandal, where for Rio Tinto executives in Shanghai were arrested for alleged illegal data collection on bribery.
Yes, so well, to close this incident, it collects that in the eastern part of China, they use this as an example to keep to their own their state secrets. And on the other side, with Australia, they use this, especially the politicians and the press, demanded caution to have when they use a international agreement, especially with Chinese companies. But well, that will be all, and we return to the studio with Alo and Carlos.
Thank you very much to our expert team for their information of this topic. This moment shows how dynamic market forces and policies can turn a strategy agreement into a failed moment.
Also, we can learn about the management, the volatility, and the risk of having alliances with the state investors.
Thanks everyone, and see you on the next edition of Mining News.
Thank you, goodbye.